If you're interested in deepening your studies and practice of yoga and embodiment, then I have a training coming up. It's 6 weeks online and 2 weeks we meet here in beautiful Bali. And I only run one a year and it's coming up starting in January. If you'd like more details, click the link below. And there's also another link below that will give you kind of some peeks inside the training with some classes and some lectures so you can get a feel about what the Mindfulness School is about. Hello. I am going to attempt to play my harmonium while I tell you a story. This is something I've wanted to do for a while, so I'm just gonna give it a go. All right. There's something about the sound that really supports the story. Here we go. I heard this story from Michael Mead, who heard this story from a tribe, I believe Navajo, but I'm not for sure. And it's about the old woman, maybe you've heard, the old woman who lives way up the mountain. She lives way up the mountain in a cave. This old woman lives way up a mountain, the mountain, in the cave. And what she does is she weaves. She weaves this beautiful, giant tapestry on this big, giant loom. And she works with so many colors and these intricate patterns. She's been weaving for a long, long time. And she weaves the world. She weaves its joys, its complexities, its sorrow. It's all there in this big, beautiful tapestry. But she also makes soup. Yes, she has a big cauldron of soup in the other room. And it has everything that's possible, all the potential in the world. And she's got to keep that soup stirring. She's got to keep it cooking. She can't let it get stuck to the bottom. So every so often, she has to get up from her weaving and go and stir the soup. And the issue is, she's also got a puppy. And if you've ever had a puppy, you know they can be a little cheeky. So when she comes back from stirring the soup, that puppy's got a thread in its mouth, and he's pulled and unraveled a big portion of her work, this world work. And she is aghast. Oh no, this is horrible. What am I going to do? My work, the world. Oh no. And the puppy looks up with those puppy dog eyes. What do you do? And she looks back at the tapestry. And she's like, all right, if this, then what? And she looks again and she kind of squints her eyes and thinks. And she goes, oh, Oh, I've got an idea. I've got a good idea. And she sits down and she picks up a thread and she begins to weave. And she realizes that this is way better than it was going to be. And she weaves it even beautiful, even more beautiful than it was before. And had her little puppy never got a hold of it, she wouldn't have had that opportunity. So she weaves and she's in love with this one. But she can smell the soup getting a little burnt. So she gets up to stir the soup. The soup of all the things. And when she comes back, the puppy has the thread. And he's unraveled a whole other side of it. And this cycle repeats. She comes in and she's, oh no. What am I going to do? It's ruined. And she looks at the puppy with those puppy dog eyes. And she looks at the tapestry and she says, if this, then what? And it takes a while, but then she sees it. She's got an idea and it's going to be better than it was before. And this is the way that it goes with the old woman who lives on the mountain, in the cave. She weaves the world and she works so hard and it unravels, and then she weaves it again and it unravels, and she weaves it again. And each time something happened that couldn't have happened before. And so often in hindsight, it makes a lot of sense. But when it happens, it can be hard. And it's sad. And it's tragic. And it creates something unique and beautiful and bittersweet each time. And we live in that tapestry. We live in that world that she weaves and that gets unraveled. And maybe you have your own stories of it all working out and then falling apart, and it working out and falling apart, and it working out and it falling apart, because that's the way it goes. And how do we meet the unraveling of the human condition? And realize that that just makes us part of it all. These puppy dog eyes, that's part of it all. And if this, then what? And can we show up after the unravel and sit down with a vision, or maybe without, and give it another go? This woven creation that we each are part of in our own lives, and the bigger one that we're part of. From the old woman up on the mountain in the cave. I love that story. And maybe I don't think it's a far reach or a far cry to find ourselves in that story and the ways in which things fall apart and how do we meet them again. And often there's always the shock and the, oh no, and the devastation and the overwhelm, and that can all be there. And then there's the acceptance of this, then what? And when that pivot happens, that turn happens, then we're in the field of the possible once again. And as soon as we get it perfected, there's a snag. And it's all part of it. So where you are in this cycle, maybe it's very apparent to you, or maybe you can, see this more on a historical stage in your own life, or maybe you're very aware whether you're weaving or unraveling right now, and letting it all be here. Whew. A few rounds of breath, audible exhale, maybe a little shake on the exhale. Once more. Child's pose. Bring in just a short movement practice here. The little mudra, that we can put it in the body, this weaving and unraveling, but begin in child's pose. Any child's pose, any version of your child's pose. And maybe the palms are up, or maybe the palms are down. And feel all points of contact with the earth, and let the earth come back up to meet you. Can you feel this pouring down and this pushing up? And keeping your hips to your heels. The back of the heart, bring your mind's eye to the back of the heart, as if you had a string attached to the back of the heart and you were being gently pulled up. The hips stay to the heels and the back of the heart begins to gently pull up, and the hands just drag back towards the knees. It's so slow. The hands drag back toward the knees, and you can begin to press into the shins as well. So we'll eventually be standing on the knees. And the backs of the hands can touch, and flip the palms out, the fingers towards you, and you can flip the hands up a couple times, and you can weave the hands up. And then lift up, 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 up. Reach. Backs of the hands touch, and then let them unfold on the way down. Child's pose. Twice more like this, in your own pace. Begin to press down the shins. The back of the heart lifts, and the hands pull towards the knees. It's a slow drip up. Backs of the hands touch, and you unfurl, kind of like a fern frond, as you weave your way up. You can flip the hands as many times as you'd like. And then all the way back down. Unravel and land. Full rounded breath, child's pose. One last time. Curl and rise. Backs of the hands touch as you lift. And all the way back down. Beautiful. Roll into tabletop position and tuck the toes. Take a few wriggles, a few waves of the spine. And then plant the hands firmly Lift the hips up and back. Oh, soft melt of the knees. And a couple pounces here, really soft, gooey in the elbows, extra gooey in the knees. And then it's a slow walk towards the top of the mat. Ragdoll, palms up. Pour out the head. Whew. Bend the knees, push down into the feet, and we roll up. Backs of the hands touch. You slowly weave up. Slowly weave up. Lift the hands. Little different this time. Soft bend in the knees. The heart pulls forward and the hands cactus. Open, open, open. And then hands to heart center. Full round of breath in and out. Twice more like this. Feel the feet pressing down. Feel the feet being lifted up by the earth. One more full round of breath. Soft bend in the knees. Push and lift the arms up, arms wide. Backs of the hands touch. And then unravel as you pour out. Inhale, halfway lift. Hi, Abba. Abba. Exhale, fold forward. Let's do that once again. Bend the knees, backs of the hands touch. Then weave your way up. And then cactus the arms, open the heart. And hands to heart center. One round of breath. Soft bend in the knees. Lift the arms up, backs of the hands touch. And then unravel forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands. Take a big step back. Soft bend in the knees and let the knees and the feet be really wide. Find a little buoyancy in the legs. Backs of the hands can touch if you'd like to continue this, and you can unravel on your way up into a crescent lunge, and it can be a short crescent if you'd like. Lift the arms up and then cactus the arms. And then hands meet, we meet, hands to heart center. Find a little bit of buoyancy in the legs. Both knees can stay bent. Steady, steady breath. And then open the arms wide as you twist towards the left. And then exhale, hands center, come towards center. Inhale, open, twist to the left. And exhale, center. And maybe there's more of a bend and a lengthening of the legs as you do this. So lengthening as the arms go wide and bending as you come center. Slow motion. Once more and we'll stay wide and open. You can roll the shoulders back, broaden the collarbone. Maybe the palms turn up here and then tilt up and back. Exalted warrior. And then fold it down. Be a little dramatic. Fold it down. Pyramid pose. Lengthen the legs. They don't need to be straight, but just let them be long. And ripple the spine. Once more. All right. Slowly take the right leg and bring it down onto the ground, and you'll take a seat. Take a little bit of a seat. I don't have to do it a little bit different. You take your seat. We'll have a different seat. And we'll take a twist to the left. That's my recovery leg. And take a twist to the left. So maybe you're sitting on your shin, or maybe you come down to the ground. Kind of twisting yourself up here. possibly grab for the outside of the left foot and lengthen the leg. Back palm can come up and out. Externally rotate both shoulders, pull the heart center forward. And then slowly come back to center. Find your way into a forward fold. Ripple the spine and let it go. Soft bend in the knees. Weave your way up. A slow becoming. Rise all the way up. And soft bend in the knees, cactus the arms. Hands to heart center, full breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift the arms up. Backs of the hands touch. And let yourself unravel with a big sigh. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release, and take a big step back with the left foot. Feet wide. Find buoyancy. Push down through the feet and roll yourself up, maybe backs of the hands, maybe you weave your way up. And cactus the arms. Let the back of the heart support the front of the heart and kind of plume your heart forward. And then hands to heart center and just stay here for a moment. Maybe there's a lotus mudra and just feel the pushing down of the feet and the lifting up of the earth. It's buoyant reciprocity. Next, inhale. You're slowly going to twist your heart to the right and open up. And exhale, twist center. Come center, bend the knees. Inhale, open. Maybe the legs lengthen as your arms widen, and exhale, center. Again, we're just really enacting this cycle of the weaving and the unravel, of the becoming and the dissolving. This is just the way it is. We honor the cycles and we recognize ourselves in the cycles. It becomes easier to meet them as they come. The good, the bad, the challenging, the gorgeous. Once more. Next time you're open, stay open. Maybe the palms turn up. And the more you bend your knees, the more space you have to twist as well. Roll the shoulders back. Let the heart shine forward. And the back of the back hand can come down. The palm of the back hand can come down. Exalted warrior. Lean up and back. And then slowly hinge at the hips. Float your way down. When the hands touch blocks or floor, you can lengthen the legs and pour forward, pyramid pose. And some waves, gentle waves of the spine, gentle undulation. Everything is always in motion. It's coming and it's going and it's always coming again. And this quote just came to mind, and I don't know if I'll say it right, but that, the waves are part of the ocean. Like the more that we can lean into the oceanic part of ourselves, then we can encompass the waves, the coming and the going, of just an understanding of it being part of life as it is. Slowly bring the back leg in and take a seat. If that feels okay, you can also extend the leg long. Take a twist. And when we unravel, when that part of the cycle happens, it can be really challenging not to think that we're not doing something wrong. And can it just be part of the cycle? That it's not so personal. And there's always the possibility and the potential to weave it back better than before. Maybe extend the leg. Maybe extend the back arm, depending on how you're seated. And slowly release. One last time, forward fold. And we'll wave all the way up and down one last time. Bend the knees. Weave your way. Can we recognize when we're in the weaving part of the cycle? Lift up, 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 and then open into cactus. Exhale, hands, heart center. Inhale, lift. Backs of the hands touch and unravel. And can we recognize when it's not personal, but we're just in the unraveling part of the cycle? Letting the fallow be there, and knowing that it always precedes the fertile. Step the feet back into a melty downward dog. Let it be a full body stretch just for a moment. Wag the tail. And then softly the knees come down. We'll find our way into child's pose, where we'll stay for the last few minutes. So make yourself comfortable. And possibly the palms turn up in this gesture of receiving, allowing, of acceptance here. That we too are just part of the cycle, part of this human condition. We are in it. We are in the tapestry. Thank you for your breath. Thank you for your practice. You can stay as long as you'd like. Let the earth hold you up.